Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try that again. There we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Gwayag Pijlazi. Welcome to the beautiful Hector Arena here in Pictou. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Pictou Sports, and this afternoon we have for you game number 1 of the Nova Scotia final for the Maritime Major Female Hockey League between the visiting Bussy Autobrokers Penguins, who come in as the second seed in the province, against the top-seeded Northern Subway Selects. We begin by acknowledging that the Hector Arena, the entire town of Pictou, the entirety of Pictou County, all lie within the unceded ancestral territory of Mi'kmaq. We begin by looking at how these teams each got to this point. We'll start by looking at their respective regular season records. For the Selects, it was a dominating regular season, but a bit of a different look to that domination than in past years. The Selects went 22-2 in 24 games. That's not the big surprise. The big surprise, although it wasn't really a surprise to the coaching staff that the offense was going to be down a little bit from previous years, they scored 78 goals in those 24 games, so averaging 3.25 goals per game, and they gave up just 19 goals a game in 19 goals in 24 games, less than a goal per game throughout the course of the regular season. No big surprise that the defense was as good as it was. Offense a little bit down from past seasons, but again, not a big surprise. At the other end of the ice, the Bussy Autobrokers Penguins finished the regular season with a respectable record of 11-9-3 through the regular season, scoring 64 goals in 23 games, so averaging a little bit under 3 goals a game, giving up 54 goals over the course of those 23 games, so giving up just a bit over 2.25 goals per game over the course of the regular season. So a little bit less offensive punch than the Selects, a little bit higher numbers on the defensive side of the puck as well, with more goals given up. But when you're looking at a record of 22-2 compared to a record of 11-9-3, not a big surprise that there is that difference when looking at the respective goal differentials. Then when we look at the playoff round for the Bussy Autobrokers Penguins, they had a very, very tough series going up against the Cape Breton Lynx in the opening round. A tough 5-game series that went the limit. The Penguins winning games 1 and 2 at home by scores of 3-0 and 5-1, then dropping a pair of games in Cape Breton 3-2 and 4-0. That set up a 5th and deciding game at the RBC Centre in Dartmouth last Sunday, which the Bussy Autobrokers Penguins won by a score of 4-1. So when you look at that, the overall numbers, the Penguins scoring 14 goals throughout the course, scoring 11 goals throughout the course, or 10 goals. I'll get it right one of these times. They had, in the 5 games, they had a game where they scored 0, a game where they scored 2, a game where they scored 3, 4, and 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would be 14 goals. I know how to do math. Oh my goodness, shake my head. And I had these numbers written down, and then I lost where I put them. So there, that tells you the whole story right there. So the Penguins, yes, they scored 14 goals over the course of that playoff series. They gave up a total of 9 goals, so averaging +1 per game through the whole series, scoring 14, giving up 9. That's +5 through 5 games. There you go. So still scoring just under 3 goals a game, giving up just under 2 goals a game if you work out the average all along. For the Selects, they had a best-of-5 series against the Halifax Western Capitals, finishing it in a 3-game sweep, winning by scores of 3-0, 3-1, and 3-1. So 9-2, averaging 3 goals per game, obviously giving up a little bit less than 1 goal per game, much like they did through the regular season. When you look at the head-to-head matchup between these two teams, they met 6 times in the regular season, and the Bussy Autobrokers Penguins were one of the teams to hand the Northern Subway Selects a loss, one of only 2 teams that handed the Selects a loss throughout the course of their entire season. And we'll get to that in a second. The other team that actually beat the Selects was the Cape Breton Lynx, who beat them back in September. For the Penguins, their win against the Selects was back in October. That's the last time the Selects have lost a league game this season, October 16th, 2021. Since then, they've been on a 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20-game winning streak in league play. Now, it should be mentioned that we do not have access to tournament stats from any tournaments they may have played. Plus, there was that big 2-month layoff in the middle of all of that. But in league play, a 20-game winning streak for the Northern Subway Selects going all the way back to mid-October. And if you look at the Selects and the Penguins head-to-head, as we mentioned, the Selects won 5 of the 6 meetings. The Penguins did hand them one of their only 2 losses in the whole year, the other loss coming to the Lynx. And the Penguin victory was a 2-1 score. Again, that one back in October. The Select victories coming by scores of 4-0. That one played back earlier this month. The rest of them all came before the big long break. Wins by scores of 5-0, 4-1, 1-0, and 6-1. You put that all together, that's a 21-4 scoreline over those 6 games. That's 3.5 goals per game by the Selects and 0.67 goals per game for the Bussey Auto Brokers Penguins. Looking at all of those numbers, you would say that the Selects are heavily favored to win this series. And you would probably, if you spoke to most experts, find agreement from them that the Selects are heavily favored to win this series. However, there are a group of young women who right now are in the dressing room just across the way here at the Hector Arena who would beg to differ on that account. And I'm sure you can fully expect that they will be coming out all cylinders firing throughout the course of the entirety of this series to give the Selects a run for their money over the course of these next 3, possibly 4, possibly 5 games. Taking a look at the series schedule really quickly today, obviously, Game 1 getting going here in just a few minutes. Game number 2 is tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock here at the Hector Arena. We will have Game 2 for you here on Pictou Sports. Same link. You'll just have to click on the button for that particular game tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Game 3 and 4, 3 and 4 if necessary, will be down in Dartmouth. Game 3 Friday, that's April 1st, and just double checking the time on that one as we double check that because it's 5:30 is the scheduled start time for that game on Friday. Game 4 if necessary, an 8 o'clock start on Saturday, April 2nd, and then Game 5 if necessary back here at the Hector Arena on Sunday, April 3rd. The exact start time still to be determined. So that is how the schedule looks for this series. Games 1 and 2 here on Pictou Sports. Games 3 and 4 will be available through the Penguins Facebook page, and Game 5, if necessary, will be back here on Pictou Sports here from the Hector Arena. Warm-ups just getting underway, so I'm going to stop talking for a few minutes. You guys can watch the warm-ups in peace, and I'll be back with you when we get ready for the start of the game. All right. As warm-up wrapping up here at the Hector Arena, excuse me. Pedro Pictou Sports will be at the Hector Arena, or at the Wellness Center, in about an hour. Obviously, I'm not going to be there, but our good buddy Alex Terrio and Ashton Reiki will have the call of the U15 Warewell Bombers game against the Gulls coming up in about an hour's time. And you can get the link to that game by just going back one page from here. And then you'll get the link and you'll be able to click on the Bombers and the Gulls if you're interested in catching that game or flipping back and forth between the two. Why not? Get the best of both worlds here on Pedro Pictou Sports through AOTV. Taking a look at your starting goaltenders. Starting for the Penguins, it's going to be Caitlin Langell getting the start. Now, for some reason, the league website does separate players' stats, skater stats, for playoffs and regular season, but it does not do the same for goaltenders. So Caitlin Langell comes in with a combined record with a record through the regular season of 5-6, a 2.19 goals against average, and a .912 save percentage. One of her 5 wins coming by way of the shutout. And at the other end of the net of the ice is going to be Georgia Burrows. She comes in with a record of 8-2, a goals against average of 0.80, a save percentage of .963, and 6 of her 8 wins came by way of the shutout. So there are your starting goaltenders. Burrows for the Selects, Langell for the Penguins. And as we look for the rest of the starters for the Selects, it appears it's going to be the forward line of Stewart, Thompson, and Marks, with the defensive pairing of, no, it's not going to be now. It's the Selects waiting until they saw who the Penguins put out, and the Selects immediately making a line change. So we'll run you through those starters. But right now we are underway here at the Hector Arena. The defensive pairing of Geno out there with LeBlanc for the Selects. The forward line, Smith, Langell, and Greencorn. And for the Penguins, one of the starters, Abby Carroll, already heading off for a change. Keddy, the captain, also one of those 5 starters. And the rest of the starting 5 making their way to the bench for a line change, trying to catch the numbers as they go. 18, 9, and 44. So that would be Tolson, Stevens, and Gallahue. And an error on the calling of the icing. So we'll get the puck drop back at center ice. Just less than half a minute having gone by prior to that whistle. The puck down into the Penguin zone. Stewart with it behind the net now. She'll play it out to Bree McPherson. McPherson with the shot. That gets deflected. Now behind the net, Marks. She's bumped off of the puck. Coming in to help out is Thompson. Thompson plays it back to the line for Mairead McPherson. There's a shot. That hits a body in front. Comes to Marks. She'll play it up the wall to Thompson. Over to McPherson. Back to Bree McPherson. As Mairead made the pass to Bree. The puck then intercepted by House. She plays it around to the far side wall. As the Penguins looking to clear. But that's intercepted by Marks. Now the puck will come back to Mairead McPherson. She plays it down off the corner. Henderson trying to clear. She can't, as the Selects doing a good job of getting to the puck. Now Henderson will get it and clear it down the ice. And that will have enough steam for an icing with a minute and a half or thereabouts gone here in the first period. The winner of this series will advance to the Atlantic Regional Championship coming up in Prince Edward Island. We know one of the provincial champions already, as the Edza West Reds defeated the Edza East Moncton Subaru Rockets on the New Brunswick side of our league to win the provincial championship and earn their spot in the provincial or in the Atlantic Regional. And then the winner of Atlantics, we now can say with surety, will go to Calgary next month, or not next month, in early May, and will play at the Esso Cup, which will be held in Calgary this year, although the Prince Albert Bears will still be the host team. They're just moving it to a centralized location in Calgary because that's where all of the Hockey Canada offices and whatnot are. So, and it appears that the Esso Cup and the TELUS Cup will both be in Calgary at the same time. So maybe a 2-rink facility where one sheet of ice will have all the Esso Cup games and the other sheet of ice will have all the TELUS Cup games, perhaps. I'm guessing that's how they'll do it, or they might be in just 2 different buildings throughout the Calgary area. Here's Smith with the puck. She'll dump it down deep into the Penguin zone. First one on it there was Tolson, I do believe. Puck comes back to the line. There's a shot. Getting the rebound is Langell. Now stepping into one is Dunn, or was LeBlanc, excuse me. And a couple of nice saves made there by Caitlin Langell here in the early going to get things started on the defensive side of the puck for the Bussey Auto Brokers Penguins. Face-off will be to the left of Langell, but Stewart wins it back between her 2 defenders. And so the Selects have to go out to center, bring it back in again. Here's Thompson with it now. She'll send it towards the net. Langell will cover up and not take any chances as both Olivia Marks and Sarah Stewart were coming in towards the net and didn't want to take any chances with those 2 dangerous players sitting right there. Stewart with 5 points, as was Marks, as was Thompson. All 3 of them ended with 5 points in that series against the Halifax Western Capitals. Stewart with 2 goals, Thompson with 1 goal, and Marks with 2 goals. And again, the 3 of them each had 5 points out of the 9 goals that the Select scored in that opening round series. Leading the way for the Penguins in their series, out of 14 goals that they scored, Brooke Henderson finished with 6 points, 5 goals and an assist. Lauren Smith with 2 goals, 5 assists, had 7 points. Here's a chance now for Marks, and a big save made by Langell. Puck comes up the wall to Dunn. Dunn throws it towards the net. It gets deflected by Clark. Now it cleared towards the line, knocked down by Fraser. Now a race to get to the puck. Fraser will get back to it. She'll play it back to Dunn, who has time to play it ahead. It gets deflected off of a stick, but on their own side of center, off the stick of Julia McDonald. So we'll get another icing call, this with 4:02 gone here in the first period. So a good start here for the Selects on the shot clock as they're ahead 4-0 there. Georgia Burrows yet to have to make a save in the first 4+ minutes. Taking a look at the keys to the series as we get going here. The first key is obviously going to be the Selects get ahead early and make the Penguins have to play from behind, something the Selects have done very well so far this year, not only through the regular season but in the playoffs as well. Second key from a Penguins perspective, to try to stop that early scoring in particular, they are going to need some incredible performances from Caitlin Langell and the rest of the goaltenders. Interesting to note, Grace McNutt not dressed in today's game. The backup goalie is Cecily Harnum, who plays at the U15 AAA level. In fact, I had her game just yesterday with the Metro West Force Warriors. Harnum had a very good game against the Fundy Highland Stars, stopping all but one shot, and the one shot that Peter was a power play goal. So the U15 goalie in as a backup for this game. So if McNutt is not able to play, it's going to be up to Langell and possibly Harnum as well, if she gets any playing time, to try and keep their team in. And the third key, and this applies to both teams, don't believe the hype. For the Selects, you can't go in there playing like you've already got this series won. And for the Penguins, you can't go in there playing like this series is already lost. Yes, the prognosticators might be saying that the Selects are heavily favored, but as the saying goes, you play the game on the ice, not on paper. And so both teams are going to have to come into it not thinking of it as a preordained outcome. Henderson able to poke the puck out to center. Mairead McPherson got to it but couldn't do anything with it. Now Henderson with the shot. That goes wide, or high rather. Comes back to the line. Day trying to work it back down low. It goes off of the body of Marks. Now held in at the line. Henderson gets a deflection as it comes in onto Burrows. But Burrows able to steer that one aside. Now Stewart out from behind her own net. Will play it around to the far wall. Thompson doesn't get to it ahead of McKinnon. McKinnon now in the corner battling with Bree McPherson. Puck played down below. There's a chance! And the puck is deflected up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 6:26 gone here in opening period of this best of 5 provincial championship final series. Face-off will be to the right of Burrows. McDonald wins the draw towards the wall. Now it comes out to McNeil. Aaron McNeil with a burst of speed in across the blue line. Has the puck knocked off her stick with a good back check there by Walsh. Trying to clear the zone but not able to yet. Now it comes off the end boards. Back to pick up there is going to be Keddy. Keddy plays it ahead. Dunn has to back out, but it's stolen away from her by Walsh. Walsh working her way in, and Sarah Fraser able to knock the puck clear. Now Fraser gets it out down the ice. Icing is waved off. Clark hustling in to get it there against Keddy. Keddy gets there first. Tries to play it up the wall. Now they have to reverse the field back around the other way for McLean. McLean can't get past LeBlanc. And now the Penguins have to start up again. Puck knocked off the stick there by McDonald, or by Langell rather. Now here comes Greencorn. Greencorn coming in. Langell trying to catch up. Greencorn looking to get it across to Langell, but she wasn't quite able to get there in time. Now Geno steps in. Plays the puck down towards the corner. Trying to get after it there is McLean. Selects pick up. Played back to the line for Geno. Geno has to chase the puck down towards the corner after she bobbled it a little bit. Now McLean fires it around the boards. That's going to go down the ice for an icing. And we'll get a stoppage. Just about 8 minutes gone here in the first period. We do like to try to make our broadcast a little bit interactive here on Pictou Sports. I am flying solo tonight with everybody else over at the Pictou County Wellness Center, but you can still try and send me a message either through Facebook, facebook.com/PetterPC Sports, or through Twitter. Send me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. That's PETTERPC_sports. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, all that sort of information. And I might not get a chance to look at it until between periods, but I will definitely do my best to get a look at it and respond to anything that's said. Henderson trying to play the puck down low. It's knocked down by Thompson. Thompson now able to pick up. She'll play it around to the near side to Bree McPherson. Played out to center, knocked down there. Now backing up with it, McCurdy. McCurdy ends up losing it. Here comes Thompson coming in. Thompson takes it behind the net, throws it out front. It ends up having to come all the way back to the line, though. Now Mairead McPherson. She can't get a shot away. And out to center it comes. Picked up there by Henderson. Henderson with a shot. That comes off the end boards. First one to it will be House. House throws it to the front of the net. And covering up and hanging on for a face-off is Georgia Burrows, as she'll stop the clock just a few seconds shy of the 9-minute mark of this first period. Penguins win the draw. McKinnon plays it across to the far side. Stepping in with it there was McLean, but she couldn't get a shot away. Now the Selects take it away and set it out to center. McLean back to pick up. McLean, her pass ahead for Walsh. Walsh will dump it down into the northern zone. Picked up there by Fraser. She'll play it around the boards to McNeil. Coming over to support as well is Dunn. Dunn gets it around to the near side. Clark there for it. She'll poke it out to center. Down the ice it goes. McLean able to pick up for the Penguins. Her pass ahead misses everybody. And that also goes wide of the net, so that's going to be an icing call with 10:23 left to go here in the first period. Throughout the game, we're going to be mentioning a few things about the Bring Hope to Gail campaign from Canadian Blood Services. Gail Stewart, earlier this year, was diagnosed with acute myelogenous leukemia. And I apologize for butchering that pronunciation. Basically, what we're looking for is stem cell donors. And we'll talk more about that program throughout the game at various stoppages. But we're looking for help for Gail. Her niece, actually, is Sarah Stewart here on the selects. Her nephew, Sean Stewart, played for the Crushers this season. Was the Crushers captain, in fact. Has 4 children of her own who play hockey, as well as her niece and nephew that I just mentioned. And we want to do everything that we can to help Gail out, so stay tuned for more information on that. Puck cleared out to center. Ketty gets back to it. She plays it across for Carroll, who gets it down into the select end. Good battle behind the net there, won by Bree McPherson. Now she's going to circle to get away from the forecheck of House. McPherson, her pass ahead. And now Stewart will pick up the puck at center ice. She'll carry it forward, gives to Thompson. Thompson skating in, gets the shot away, and the blocker save made there by Langell. Puck comes back up the line to Mairead McPherson. Her shot goes off the stick of Smith, and it's played out to center by House. Now Smith gets it back again. I should mention that is Lauren Smith of the Penguins, not to be confused with Megan Smith of the Selects, who's currently on the bench right now. Now we're going to have our first penalty of this series. And it's a cross-checking call, and it looks like it's going to go against Brooke Thompson of the Northern Subway Selects. So the Penguins will get the first power play of this series. It's not the first power play of the playoffs, obviously, with this being the second round, but the first power play of this series at 11:13 of this opening frame. Henderson with a shot. Burrows the save, and the rebound cleared away by Fraser. Down towards the corner, taking it there was Ketty. Now she plays it back to the line. Near side again for McLean. To House, to Ketty. Pass across, ends up missing everybody, and the Selects are able to get it and fire it down the ice. That, I believe, was Langell who made that clearing shot. Now here comes House with the puck. She'll play it ahead. Penguins looking to get into the zone, but it's turned over right at the blue line. And as Fraser was trying to clear the puck out, it went off of a stick and up into the rafters here at the Hector Arena. Beautiful facility here at the Hector Arena, built back in 1973. So it's literally just a little bit older than I am by a year. Yes, everybody doing the math right now. That means I'm approaching 50. Battle along the end boards as the puck now is picked up by the Selects, and they launch it down the length of the ice. Hustling back to get on it there is Day. She had Sarah Stewart chasing right after her. Puck played ahead now for Stevens. Stevens brings it in across the line. Stewart ties her up, and that allows the puck to be cleared the length of the ice by LeBlanc. 34 seconds left to go in the penalty to Brooke Thompson. As the Penguins look to work their way ahead. Pass up for Carroll. Carroll gets it down into the Select end, but picking up is Lily LeBlanc, and she'll again launch down the ice. Now just 10 seconds left in this power play. McLean behind her own net. Waits for the breakout to get organized. Now she'll carry it ahead. Gives the puck to Walsh as the penalty expires. Walsh working her way forward. She'll take it down into the corner, throws it out towards the front. It comes all the way over to the top of the faceoff circle. A shot, save made by Burrows. And now looking to clear the zone is Langell. She gets taken down on her way out. And bringing the puck right back in again is McKinnon. McKinnon down into the corner, throws it to the front. There's a chance, and Burrows with a big save. And she'll hang on for a faceoff with 6:24 left to go here in period number 1. We mentioned that they're looking for potential stem cell donors to help out Gail Stewart. Anyone between the ages of 17 and 35 could potentially be a match. And so they ask that you just register to see if you are a potential match. Go to blood.ca/joingalesfight. That's JOINGAILSFIGHT, all one word, Join Gales Fight. And you can get all the information there about exactly how to register. And again, anyone between the ages of 17 and 35 can be a potential match for stem cells for Gail as she continues to fight AML, acute myelogenous leukemia, which she was diagnosed with back in January. Bree McPherson plays it around behind the net to Mairead. Up the wall, Marks not able to clear the zone. Stewart now has to play it back to Mairead McPherson, around to Bree. Up the wall now to Thompson. Thompson will get the puck out to center as Marks able to pick it up there. She'll get it the rest of the way down the ice as the Selects make a full 5-person change. And now the Penguins look to work the puck ahead. Here's House with it. Bella House. Her pass intercepted by McDonald. Julia McDonald gets it over to McNeil, but Erin McNeil had slipped and fallen as she was trying to get across the blue line, and that put her into an offside position with 5:07 left to go here in the first period. Want to take this moment as well to send a shout out to my father-in-law. It's his, speaking of ages of things, it's his 72nd birthday today. Happy birthday to Patty Westhaver. Celebrating 72 years here today, and as soon as I'm done this game, I'll be heading over to his place for cake and ice cream. With the puck behind the net is Fraser. Sees that she doesn't have a lane, so turns back. Now she'll come back up again, up the same side she was working. Fraser will still keep going as Sarah Fraser. I've made comparisons of her to Bobby Orr in the past, and you can see why there with the way she'll just keep playing the puck and just keep moving forward and keep moving forward. And this time she plays it forward up to Megan Smith with a great tape-to-tape pass. Smith cutting in. Smith, what a move! Gets to the backhand and gets the shot away, but Langell able to make the save. Puck played back down into the Penguin zone. Back to pick up there is Ketty. She'll get it out to center. Played right back in again by LeBlanc. It goes right on to Langell, who steers it to the side for Ketty. Ketty plays it to McLean. Back over to Ketty at the far corner. Now try to get it up for McCurdy, but that gets broken up as Jalen Langell. Yes, there's two Langells as well. There's Jalen, a forward for the Selects, and Caitlin, a goaltender for the Penguins. If anybody out there knows if they're, cousins, I know Langell is a very common name, but it would make for a bit of an interesting story if it was cousin against cousin here in these finals. Let me know on Twitter or Facebook if anybody does, again, happen to know if there is that connection there. 3:11 left to go here in the first period as our clock camera still trying to, there we go. Hopefully we'll go this way with it a little bit. That'll maybe help you see it a little better there. Keep it in the middle of the frame. Now it's awfully small. We'll try and fix that here we go. Meanwhile, here comes Stewart as we're busy playing with the clock. There's a chance out in front, and The first save made by Langell, and then the puck cleared away from the front of the net. I believe that was Bella House who made that play. It was either House or Day, whomever it was. A great play made by that defender. I know House is a forward, but she had come back to help. It was either House or Day who made a great effort clearing that puck away from right beside Caitlin Langell after Langell made the initial save. Puck cleared down the ice. That's going to be an icing call with 2:12 left to go here in the first period. And Caitlin Langell off to a great start here, making some beautiful stops in the early going. McDonald coming in to take the draw. McDonald trying to push her way forward against, I believe that was Tolson. It was indeed Tolson that she was taking the draw against there. Puck comes to the line. Fraser sends it down around the boards. First one to it is McKinnon. She plays it into the corner, and now the puck will be cleared down the ice again. And that's going to be... No, it's not going to be an icing call. As back to get it. Dunn plays it around the boards for Fraser. Fraser gives to Clark. Clark with a one-touch pass. Doesn't connect with McNeil, but following up, McDonald with a shot, and that just goes up over the crossbar. Now McDonald in the corner. Takes a bit of a bump there. As we mentioned, this building built back in 1973, and one of the things about it, they've got the netting up all around as the safety rules have changed since 1973. But in order to give us a clear viewing space, they built in this piece of plexiglass into the netting. But as you can see, where the plexiglass is connected to the netting, we've got a couple of poles, or not poles, but standards that make it a little bit hard to see into the near side corners. Here's Stewart with a shot. That doesn't miss by much. Now Marks gets it in front. A bouncing puck just rolls into the near side corner. Great opportunities for the Selects. They just haven't been able to find the target yet. Bump in the corner as Keddy goes in to get it. She can't get the puck past Marks. Now Stewart trying to center it. She can't get that. And now battle behind the net as Walsh plays it away. Up the far boards for King. King can't get it. And now the puck finally does come out to center as we're down to 17 seconds left in the period. Mairead McPherson with a quick lead pass. That doesn't quite connect with its intended target, and Gallahue sends it the other way. As we're down to the final 4 seconds, Thompson will just play it back behind her own net, and that will finish killing off the clock. Selects win the shot battle in the opening period, but neither team able to beat either goalie to this point. It's 11-6 shots in favor of the Northern Subway Selects, but the goals tied at 0 after the opening 20 minutes. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Maritime Major Female Hockey League Nova Scotia Championship playoff action here on Pictou Sports through AOTV.
the rink today and at the front door. Swab your teeth and send the kit back free of charge. Only 1,700 people who join the registry ever go on to donate. So with the match, donating is easy and similar to a blood donation. So please sign up today to be a potential stem cell donor today. You might just be a life-saving match for Gail or the other 800 Canadian patients. Thank you.
So again, that's the information for the stem cell donation for Gail Stewart, aunt of the Selects Sarah Stewart, aunt of the Crushers Sean Stewart, and mom to Zach, Leighton, Rhea, and Merrick, and all members of the hockey community in and around the area. Leighton, a member of the Cape Breton West Islanders, the U18 program. Zach is playing junior B hockey this year. Rhea, a goalie on the U16 provincial team. Merrick playing at the U13 level this year. And it's very simple. You just go online. They send you a kit. I actually got onto the stem cell registry when I was within the age limit. I no longer am. And I registered. I got the kit, gave them the swab, sent it back in, and it turned out, unfortunately, that I was never able to donate, never able to help, but I was on the registry. As they mentioned, only 1 in 700 people that join the registry are ever actually able, are ever matched up with someone to be a donor. So it's it's not guaranteed that by registering you become a match for someone, but anybody who does register has that potential to be a match for someone, and obviously that is such an important thing right now, especially with this very rare and very challenging form of leukemia that Gail has. So we would appreciate everybody out there between the ages of 17 and 35 going to blood.ca/join Gail's fight to try and register and see if you can be that person who is able to help make that difference for her and for her loved ones. Puck comes to the front of the net. Burrow's able to kick it away. Stewart now gets it ahead to Marks. Marks trying to get around Gallahue. She's able to get the puck down into the corner as the second period underway. Puck then played back out. It gets past Lily LeBlanc, who has to rush down the ice. Has McCurdy chasing after her, so LeBlanc plays around to the far corner for Geno. Coming back to help out now is Smith for the Selects. Smith now able to get the puck out to center. Takes a bump on her way out from Turton. Down into the corner. Greencorn plays it over to the wall. Pinching in is Geno. Played to the line, held in there by Langell. Jalen Langell working her way down the left wing boards, all the way down into the corner. Gets the puck to McNeil. Now it's kicked ahead, or kicked over into the corner. LeBlanc tries to center it. That'll be cleared away. Now the puck gets to the line, held in there by Geno. And played back down low. First one on it will be Day. She fires it around to the far side. Now played back to Day. And she'll get it out to center as Geno knocks it down, but not enough to keep it onside. Geno, though, brings it right back into the zone. Cutting in, takes the shot, and a glove save made by Langell as Ava Geno saw a little bit of an opening there that was being given to her on the glove side. Caitlin Langell teasing that opening. Geno went for it, and Langell shut the door with a nice glove save. Penguins now get the puck out. Down the ice, icing is indicated and will be called. So the faceoff will come all the way back down into the Bussey Auto Brokers Penguins zone yet again. Got to give a huge shout out to the Bussey Auto Brokers as the title sponsor for the Penguins hockey program. Likewise, got to give a huge shout out to the local Subway restaurants for their support of the Selects hockey program. Puck cleared in. And so many other sponsors that both of these teams have that help them with covering expenses and so many other things that go into making a hockey season work. And without those sponsors, these seasons wouldn't be possible. So their assistance very much appreciated. Check out each team's social media presence for lists of those sponsors, as you'll be able to find them. Here's Frazier trying to get away from the forecheck. She ends up coughing the puck up. Burrows able to find it. Although, no, the puck was still loose, but the referee lost sight of it, so it ends up being a face-off with just over 3 minutes gone here in this second period. Still looking for the first goal of the game in this one. And if my wife is watching, the way the first 23 minutes of this 60-minute game have gone, the way both goaltenders have played to this point, I may be here a while. Opening game of a series. There's a chance, and Burrows, a great save off the stick of Smith. Burrows not able to gather that puck in, though, as the Penguins continue to press. There's another shot, another save, loose in front, batted away to the far wall. Now cleared as far as the line. Another shot from the point. This one's blocked by Stewart. Brie McPherson's had her stick broken. Now Mairead McPherson will get to the puck. She'll play it ahead. And here comes Brooke Thompson now. Thompson lost control of the puck as she came in across the line. That's going to result in an offside against the Selects. And some great pressure there by the Bussey Auto Brokers Penguins. Not able to convert, but some great pressure on Select goaltender Georgia Burrows. Off of the face-off, Penguins get possession. Played over to McLean. She'll play it ahead. Dumped in by Turton. Smith is the first one to it. She fires it around the boards. Now in behind the net, played out. Getting to it is McLean. She'll send it down towards the corner. Trying to get it out in front was Walsh. Comes back to the line. McLean with a shot. And a big block there by Langell, and that'll allow Greencorn to come out. She's working one-on-one against McKinnon. Greencorn just plays the puck off the end boards. McKinnon will go back and get it. But the Selects right there on top of the puck again here. 4.5 gone, second period. Langell can't find it in her feet. LeBlanc gets it over to Geno. Geno with the shot. Save. Rebound is loose. Still loose. And picked up now by Langell. Jalen, that is. She gets hit from behind. And that's going to draw a penalty. And the Selects will get their first power play of this series. 5:39 of the second period, time of the penalty. Sorry, 4:39, my apologies. And cross-checking the call on Riley McKinnon. So the Selects with the extra skater here for the next 2 minutes or less. See if they can take advantage where the Penguins were not able to with their opportunity that they had back in the first period. Tolson able to get the puck out to center, and then it's cleared the rest of the way down the ice. Falls in onto Burrows, and she covers up as House was right there. Bella House with 2 assists in the opening round. A dangerous threat for the Penguins, and Burrows wisely not taking any chances. We saw in the game that we did yesterday at the U15 AAA level the importance of a shorthanded goal as the game between the Metro West Force Warriors and the Fundy Highland Stars ended in a 1-1 tie. A shorthanded goal for the Warriors and a power play goal for the Stars, all of the scoring in that game. And we mentioned that today's backup for the Penguins, Cecily Harnham, was the goaltender for the Warriors in that game, and she was a warrior, stopping so many shots. Here's a chance now for the Selects as Stewart gets tripped up, and so the Selects will have a 5-on-3 for more than a minute and 6 seconds, as the tripping call on Bella House. So this, the extra open ice for the Selects to work with. A glorious opportunity here for them to get something going here on the power play. That shot by McPherson. Bree McPherson just goes over the crossbar. Stewart to Mairead McPherson. Over to Bree. Bree with the shot. Gets knocked down by Day, but the puck comes back to Mairead. Over to Bree, looking for a deflection, but Thompson couldn't find it to get her stick on that puck. Now Mairead McPherson will skate it down the left wing boards, plays to Bree near side, over to Stewart, back to Thompson. Now to Bree. There's a shot deflection for Marks, but Marks' redirection ends up going over the glass and out of play. 27 seconds left in the 5-on-3. A minute 21 left to go in the second penalty. That the one taken by House for the trip. And the faceoff does come outside, as it was last touched by the stick of Marks, excuse me. Here's Fraser. Plays the puck over to McDonald. McDonald gets it ahead for Smith, but Smith has it rolled away from her. The puck, the attempted clear, though, knocked down by Thompson. 8 seconds left in the first penalty. They battle along the near side wall. Penalty about to expire. Puck comes back to Josie Dunn. Dunn steps in, gets a shot away, blocker save, and now the puck comes out to McKinnon, and she'll just launch it the rest of the way down the ice. First penalty expired. 44 seconds left in the second one here, as the Selects now back up just 5-on-4. Fraser makes the pass to get away from the forecheck of McCurdy. Now it's played ahead. Smith gives to Langell. Langell has it knocked away from her. It ends up coming back to Smith again. She'll dump it down deep into the Penguin zone. Picked up there by Gallagher, and she's able to launch it the length of the ice. Back to get it will be Sarah Fraser. McCurdy forechecking. Fraser stops, waits behind the net as McCurdy shadows her. Now played ahead for McNeil. Here's Erin McNeil. She'll just softly play it off the boards. McDonald going after it, but getting to it just ahead of her is Day. Day able to play it around. As we're back to 5-on-5, 7.5 gone here. Second period, still awaiting the first goal of this game. Now here comes a rush from House. House gets in across the blue line, but the back checkers able to catch up to her. Now the puck goes down into the corner. Geno will pick it up there. She plays it ahead. And a pass just out of the reach of McNeil. Icing is indicated and will not be called. It gets waved off as McKinnon gets back to the puck. She's able to play it ahead as out come the Penguins here. That pass just out of the reach of the intended target. Geno turns it the other way. Now Clark will pick up. She's got Greencorn coming with her. Clark takes a bump there from Day. Clark down into the corner. Greencorn into support. Greencorn comes out with the puck, tries to make a centering pass. That's broken up. And now Carroll not able to clear the zone. 8.5 gone here, second period. And the puck tied up along the wall will get a stoppage. So the Selects not able to take advantage of their 5-on-3, nor were they able to take advantage of either of the power plays at all. Off the face-off, Penguins come away with the puck. Working her way ahead there is McLean. McLean does get a soft shot away, and the save made by Burrows. That puck may have been going wide anyway, but Burrows covers it up and hangs on for a face-off. 8:42 gone here in the second period. Puck comes to the line. McLean plays it over to Keddy. Keddy will send it into the corner. Three players battling in there, including Walsh, who comes out with it. Walsh, though, immediately met by more Select checkers. Puck comes back up the wall again. Getting it first is Langell, and then she's able to get around McLean. Langell working her way, trying to get around Ketty. Gets the puck in deep, gets to it first, but there was nobody there for support as the rest of her teammates were getting in from a change. And we're going to get another penalty here as Sarah Stewart draws yet another trip. As this time it's going to be Abby King who goes off for the trip. Sarah Stewart, the second time she's drawn a tripping penalty that way, trying to avoid a check and jump over the stick of the person who's guarding her. McPherson with a shot that's blocked as the Selects on their third power play of the game. McPherson, her shot does get through and they score! Bree McPherson with a seeing eye shot from the point, able to find its way through, and the third power play of the afternoon finally converts for the Northern Subway Selects, and it's a 1-0 hockey game. Bree McPherson at 9:39 gets her first goal, second point of the playoffs. And then following right up, there's Thompson with a shot, save the rebound, and it's cleared to the line, not out though, held in by Mairead McPherson. And now the Penguins are going to be able to come out with it. As here comes Henderson. Henderson working her way in. Henderson gets it towards the net. There's a loose puck. McKinnon with a shot. That hits the whole pile of traffic in front, and now it's cleared out. Hustling back to get on it is McLean. Now pass ahead for Henderson. Henderson in across the line, trying to make a move around Fraser, loses control of the puck, and it's picked up by McLean. Here comes McLean. She's got Fraser with her. Coming in 2-on-2. Nice poke check there by Gallahue to force the turnover, and it's sent down the length of the ice. Fraser back to get it, being chased by Smith. Puck sent back behind the net, and it'll be picked up by Josie Dunn. Dunn able to play it off the boards and down the ice. It's going to just miss the net, and so that's going to be an icing call with 9:12 left to go in the second period, and the Selects have finally broken the deadlock with Bree McPherson's first goal, second point of the playoffs, coming at the 9:39 mark on the power play. The shot from the point gets through everybody as we get confirmation. As Marks gets the only assist on that one. So McPherson from Marks makes it 1-0. Now here's Clark with the puck. Her pass ahead for McNeil gets broken up with a nice back check by Ketty, but then Clark got it back again. Now bringing it the other way, there's King. She loses control of the puck. Now it ends up with Clark. She'll get it up to McDonald. McDonald gets beaten by Day as Day hustles back. And now Day able to play it ahead, but Sarah Fraser gets that puck. She'll fire it around the boards to Dunn. Dunn tried to get it up to McNeil, but McNeil couldn't quite make contact. And so that'll be an icing call against the Selects here with 8:11 left to go in the period. Puck comes around to Greencorn. She gets it to the line, but it's held in there. Now second effort, gets it out, down the ice, into the Penguin zone. Played ahead. Knocked down by LeBlanc. She'll get it up to Langell. Langell across the line, but it's sent right back out again. But it's picked up by Geno at her own line. She'll play it ahead for Greencorn. Greencorn loses it just inside the Penguin zone. Now bringing it in is Geno. She'll carry it forward herself. Geno coming in, gets a shot away. And just getting a piece of it is Caitlin Langell as Geno was fooled glove side once, tried to go blocker side this time, and fooled again by Caitlin Langell. Ava Geno, a few nice scoring chances in this game, but Caitlin Langell has been equal to the task. 7:10 left to go here, second period. Trying to fight through a check is Stewart. Stewart with a backhand shot. That goes just wide. And now the Penguins pick up. Pass ahead for Brooke Henderson. Here comes Henderson. In across the line. Nice play by Mairead McPherson to separate her from the puck. Gets it ahead to Thompson. Thompson loses it. Stewart following up. Picks up the puck. Now she'll drop it back to Thompson again. Thompson cutting through. Gets a shot. That gets blocked. Puck is in the feet. And finally picking it up out of the feet was McLean. Down to Thompson again. Thompson gets a couple of whacks at it. The first shot is saved by Langell. The second one blocked by the defender. And then it's cleared down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call with 6:24 to go here in period number 2. So yes, Brie McPherson from Olivia Marks, the only scoring in this one. That a power play goal back at the 9:39 mark. Right off of the face-off, a quick shot onto Langell, and she makes the save and hangs on again. Stewart has a quick chat with Marks before the drop of the puck. This time Stewart and I believe that was Walsh just tie up. Neither player gets it cleanly. Marks now takes a bump along the boards. Or sorry, that wasn't Stewart and Marks. That was McDonald and Clark. Now McDonald with the puck. McDonald comes back in, gets tackled. Play continues on. I try to call it down the middle, call it like I see it. That looked like a tackle. That looked like a hit or a check by McNeil. So there you go. Back to get the puck now is Sarah Fraser. Makes a long lead pass, but that misses everybody. That's icing gets waved off. Have to confess, I'm not sure why the Selects didn't get snagged with an icing there. Here's McKinnon bringing the puck up, but Josie Dunn with a nice active stick. Now she gets the puck ahead. Here comes Jalen Langell. Langell coming in. Langell has it knocked off her stick with a nice defensive effort. Langell was actually the source of some contention between these two teams to end last year's playoff series between them. They met in the opening round last year, if memory serves. And the Selects, in the game that they won to clinch the series, they were winning the final game rather comfortably. And Langell ended up scoring. I'll finish that story in a moment as here comes Marks. But a great job on the back check by Ketty to deny Marks from heading towards the net. I'll finish telling that story in a moment. Puck cleared out to center. Smith takes a bump from Brie McPherson. And now here comes Stewart, and that's going to be an offside against the Selects with 4:23 to go. So these teams were meeting in the final. Actually, no. Yes, it was between these two teams in the opening round of the playoffs. And the Selects were winning rather comfortably. And a goal was scored by Jalen Langell, which made it from a 6-1 game to a 7-1 game or something like that with under a minute left in the series clinching win. And Langell, unfortunately for her, it was her first career hat trick. That shot goes just wide. So Langell, understandably, and her team, understandably for her, were very excited. It was her first career hat trick. But all the Penguins saw was a very boisterous celebration of a goal that made it 7-1 with under a minute left, which, understandably, that made them a little bit upset. So, I mean, it's very understandable from both sides why their reaction was what it was. For the Selects, it was a first career hat trick for a player. For the Penguins, it was a goal that, didn't need a lot of celebration because it turned a 6-1 game to a 7-1 game with less than a minute left in a series-clinching game. And so you can understand their take, but it did create a little bit of tension, a little bit of heat for the rest of that final minute. Nothing untoward happened or anything like that, but it certainly did create create some sparks that could have turned things a lot worse. Here now with the puck, McLean working her way in, trying to get around LeBlanc. LeBlanc with the good active stick. The puck comes in. There's a shot. That goes just wide off the stick of, I believe that was Carroll. Puck ends up on the back of the net. And so we'll get the stoppage and the face-off just off to Georgia Burrow's left here with 2:33 to go in the second period. Dunn trying to poke the puck ahead, but it's knocked down by Keddy. Keddy will take it behind the net, tries to throw it out front. Dunn is there. Dunn trying to get that puck under control, but too many Penguins all around her. And now finally picking up the puck was Fraser. She'll play it around to Dunn. Centering pass and not able to get much of a shot away. And then after the whistle, a bit of a shove, more than just a bit, a shove by Megan Smith on one of the Penguin players who was at the side of the net. Like I said, I'm going to call it like I see it. When I see a tackle, I'll call it that way. When I see a shove, I'll call it that way. Doesn't matter which team it is. Here's Mairead McPherson with the puck now. She goes to play it ahead. That's knocked down, but it ends up bouncing over the stick of Gallahue. That gives Thompson a chance. But what a play by Keddy! Coming back on the 3-on-1 and taking away the pass. Beautiful play there by the Penguins captain, Kiera Keddy. And if I'm mispronouncing her first name, I apologize. Here's a chance now for Stewart, trying to get it over to Marks, but another great play by Keddy. Two beautiful plays by Keddy to break up two great scoring chances on one shift. Great effort there by the Penguins captain. Now the puck cleared ahead. Here comes Thompson chasing after it. Thompson, this time the pass does get through, but McKinnon there to intercept. Keddy had her stick laid out to try and block the pass again, but Thompson intentionally went behind Keddy's stick. Now here comes McKinnon up the other way. McKinnon still with the puck. Takes a shot. Doesn't get much on it. Chases her own puck down behind the net. Comes out in front. Burrow's able to find it, but not able to cover it. And now it's cleared away from danger by Aaron McNeil. McNeil flips it down the ice. That's going to miss the net, so it'll be an icing with 46.3 seconds left to go here in the second period. What a shift for Kiera Keddy. And if it should be just Kira, I apologize. With the spelling, it looks like it should be pronounced Kiera, but I've made that mistake before with actually a student at the school that I'm teaching at. I was still really new at that school, and I was asked to come in and do an assessment with this particular student because I was new to the school. I was doing assessments with all of them, and as I went in to ask for her, the teacher looked at me and was like, "Who are you talking about?" And then, "Oh, you mean Kira." Yeah, so mistakes like that do happen. Geno now trying to protect the puck, trying to kill off the last couple seconds of the period, and she does. And that's going to do it for period number 2. Shots on goal in the second, 11-7 for the Selects after they were 11-6 in the first. So the 2-period total, 22-13 in favor of the home team. And they will take a 1-0 lead into the dressing room to get ready for period number 3. The only goal, a power play marker, the first goal, second point of the playoffs for Bree McPherson, making it a 1-0 scoreline as we head to the final 20. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in a few minutes, get you ready for that third period. You are watching Maritime Major Female Hockey League playoff action here on Pictou Sports through AOTV. Well, welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period. Meanwhile, over on another stream on Pictou Sports through AOTV, we've got the Warewell Bombers taking on the Gulls from the Pictou County Wellness Center. Alex Terrio with the call of that one. Ashton Reiki working the camera for us. And a big thanks to Alex and Ashton for joining the Pictou Sports team and picking up that game, and to Chaba Demokos who is our guy at AOTV, who's able to help get us set up so that we can now actually stream from two different locations at the same time, so we don't have the same situation where, we got to pick one game to do. We're actually able to do both, so that's a big step forward for Pictou Sports here on AOTV, and we are so excited. And I personally, as the guy whose name is on the brand Pictou Sports, am so grateful to both of those guys, Alex and Ashton, and of course Chaba over at AOTV, for all the work that all three of them have done to help make this possible. So if you want to pop over and check out a couple minutes of that game and then come back for the third period of this one. We are about to get the third period started in a minute or two here, but that's going to be a great game over there. It's certainly going to be a very exciting finish to this one here with just a one-goal game at this point. Selects leading the Penguins 1-0 off the power play goal by Bree McPherson, her first of the playoffs, that got things going for the Selects here this afternoon. A reminder, game one is tomorrow. I misspoke earlier. That's what I get for trying to go from memory, saying that tomorrow's game was a 1 o'clock start. It's a 1:30 start tomorrow. So 1:15 will be the start of the pregame. So if you tried to tune in at 1 o'clock, you wouldn't be too far ahead. You'd just be, a few minutes early. 1:15 pregame, 1:30 puck drop for tomorrow, game two, as the puck goes down into the Penguin zone. And again, a reminder, and we'll continue to remind you all weekend about taking time to please go to blood.ca/join-Gales-Fight to register to see if you can be a match as a stem cell donor in Gail's fight against her very rare form of leukemia. And we wish her all the best, and obviously our thoughts and prayers with her and her entire family, including Sarah, her niece, who is on this team here, and Sean, her nephew, who was the captain of the Crushers this season. Here comes a chance for Greencorn. Greencorn trying to go short side. That doesn't miss by a lot. Now Greencorn down into the corner. Puck stolen there by the Penguins, and out they come. As that was, I believe that was Gallahue. Yes, it was, as I now see the number on the back. Minute and a half gone here in the third period. Puck comes to the line, now out to center. Day able to play it across for McKinnon. McKinnon with some speed coming through center, now into the zone, gets a shot away, Burrows the save. And she will hang on for a face-off with 1:50 gone in this third period. Sorry, that's the sound of me bending to check something on my computer. That's the sound of a 48-year-old man bending to try and reach something, folks. That's the way things go. Here's Clark with the puck now at center. Has it knocked off her stick, but McNeil and Fraser both following up. Fraser loses her footing as she tries to get into the zone. That allows Day a bit of time to get to the puck first. Plays it up the wall, but done there. She fires a shot wide. McNeil now will pick up the puck. She has it poked off her stick with a nice play. And the Penguins bring it out to center. Puck played to the near side. Dunn able to get to it. She'll fire it in and just past Day. Off the end boards. Langell fires it around. Gets picked up there by Turton. She plays it out to center. Now it's Carroll following up and dumped in deep by Henderson. Back to get it is Mairead McPherson. She plays it off the wall. It's held in at the line. There's a shot from McLean and a nice kick save made by Burrows. McPherson rather with a bit of a check there on her player. Now McLean goes back to get the puck. Sarah Stewart right on her tail. Stewart ends up losing her footing and goes face first into the boards. She's fine, fortunately. Stewart trying to forecheck, knocked herself over and went face first into the boards. And because she's okay, it's probably going to be a source of some laughter for the rest of the team. I've done that, but it didn't turn out nearly as well when I went face first into the boards. Next thing I remember, I was lying on my back and my mom was standing on the ice over me. I was about the age of 10. And apparently I was out for close to 10 minutes, laying there on the ice. This shows how different things are than they were 30 some odd years ago. They let me stay in that game. There's a shot that goes wide. You'd never see something like that happen nowadays. And it honestly hasn't affected me at all. I'm still perfectly, completely blah, 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 blah. Really. There's a shot that steered aside by Burrows. That was intended to be a comedic shot at myself for the number of concussions that I've had over the years and how they have or have not impacted on my mental faculties. Here's Walsh working her way down. She pokes the puck ahead. Geno gets to it first, plays it around, and then reversed back by LeBlanc up to Marks, who gets it to Smith. But what a back check there by Day. Smith thought she had so much more time, and Day just comes in and lifts her stick and steals the puck like it's no big deal. What a play by Fiona Day on that one. Now Greencorn plays it back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to make a pass ahead. It's knocked down. Smith does get it, though, and clears it the rest of the way down the ice. Erin McNeil hustling to get in on it. She gets tangled up with a Penguin defender. They both end up going down, and the puck ends up with Caitlin Langell, and she'll cover up for a face-off with 14:52 left to go here in the third period. 1-0 the score in favor of the Selects. The only goal coming not long before the midway point of this game, as Brie McPherson, with a shot from the point on the power play through a bunch of traffic, was able to fool Caitlin Langell glove side. And that the only goal of this game. Penguins looking for an interference call, and to be quite honest, they probably deserve one. But now here's a chance for McNeil, and that's going to be a trip as Erin McNeil gets taken down by McKinnon, and the question is, are we going to see a tripping penalty? The question was, were we going to see a penalty or a penalty shot? And the referee elects 2 for tripping on Riley McKinnon, as McKinnon might have saved a goal there. Doing what she had to do, really, to prevent a scoring chance for Erin McNeil, as McNeil picked the pocket of McKinnon and then came in and got a good shot, or had a good opportunity, I should say, and she ended up going crashing into Caitlin Langell. And we mentioned this in the opening. Langell's normal partner on the goaltending tandem, Grace McNutt, not here today. Not sure what her status is, except for the fact that it is not present. As the puck cleared down the ice and Burrows sets it aside there. So the backup is a U15 AAA goaltender, Cecily Harnham. Here's Stewart coming in, trying to work against Smith, drops it back to Thompson. Thompson has it knocked off her stick, but it ends up coming back to Marks. Marks with a shot from in close. And Langell able to make the save. Good to see Langell not too negatively impacted by that crash with McNeil. Now here's a pass back to the line. Mairead McPherson down to Thompson and along the near boards. Takes the shot. Save made. Getting to the puck is Gallahue. She rings it around the boards, but Bree McPherson able to hold it in. McPherson gets away from House, then gets the puck to Stewart. Stewart coming in. Stewart takes a shot. Blocked there by Gallahue. Now Mairead McPherson plays it down onto the end boards. Picked up down there by Olivia Marks. Here's Marks. Comes to the near wall. Tries to get it through Gallahue. It ends up going to Thompson. Thompson now bringing it back up the wall. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Thompson sends it down low. It gets just past Smith. Gallahue will get to it first. Then gets it over to Keddy. Keddy fires it off the wall. Bree McPherson holds it onside. Here's Smith now. She has it knocked off her stick. And finally, no, it's not cleared out. Now it is. I thought the first attempt got out, but it didn't. Second attempt did, but the Selects bring it right back in. There's McNeil with a shot. That gets blocked. Penalty about to expire. McKinnon back out on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5. Here comes a chance for the Penguins. Pass ahead for McKinnon. It gets away from her. Burrows with a big gamble there to lay out and poke the puck away. She was able to get it. She doesn't get her stick on that puck, and Burrows gives up a goal there, but she was able to get it. Now here comes Geno trying to work her way around McLean, coming in to help out as well as McNeil. McNeil taken to the near boards. Battle along this near wall. The puck comes loose. Getting away with it there was Walsh. She ended up losing it. And now it's LeBlanc trying to get it back down low. That doesn't work. LeBlanc gets to it again, just holds it onside. But now it's played out. Gets ahead to McCurdy. She plays it forward. And it'll get picked up there by Clark, who feeds it ahead to Greencorn. Greencorn down into the corner. Takes it behind the net. Tries a wraparound. That's steered away. Now following up on the play is Fraser. Her shot's blocked. Loose in front. And finally able to find it and cover up is Caitlin Langell. Caitlin Langell now with 31 saves on 32 shots so far this afternoon. And this one of those situations where if this is a Crushers game and I'm asked to pick the 3 stars, I'm looking at Caitlin Langell in that Penguins net and I'm going, I don't care if right now she's the goaltender who's losing. She's looking at the number 1 spot on my 3 stars list. She is having an incredible game in the Penguins net. Puck cleared out to center. Over the head of Dunn. Dunn will hustle back and get to it. Uses the backboards to play it around to Fraser. Fraser has it knocked off her stick, but it gets up to Clark. Now it comes back to Fraser, and here we'll see the skating ability of Sarah Fraser. She brings the puck ahead. Has it knocked off her stick, but following up on the play is Thompson. Thompson now takes the puck over to the far side. Throws it in front. Marks couldn't find it, as Marks was right there trying to get a redirection, but not able to get the puck as Keddy had her marked. 10:20 left to go, third period, Thompson turns, gets the puck over to Marks, and that one goes off the post. What a great opportunity, but Marks just could not quite get that one inside the post. 2.5 inches further to Marks' right, and we're looking at a 2-0 scoreline right now. Great effort by Langell to get across, but that was such a bang play. Now here comes a chance. Henderson has the puck. Henderson trying to make a pass through, but it's broken up by Mairead McPherson. Now towards the near corner. Stewart gets tied up with a player marking her. Coming in to help out is Bree McPherson. Bree able to work the puck free. She'll get it ahead, and down the ice it goes. Not hard enough for icing as McKinnon goes back and picks up. They try to catch Selects on a change as the pass comes ahead to Henderson. But coming in quickly and knocking the puck free was Langell. Now here's Jalen Langell with the puck. She'll play it over to Greencorn. Greencorn gets it ahead to Smith. Smith takes a check there from Day, but stays with the puck. Gets it over to the back door for Langell. But the puck goes just off the shaft of her stick as it was bouncing. Such great chances for the Selects here in this third period, but they cannot extend the lead. Here's Smith with a shot now. That goes high and wide. Coming in is Greencorn. Centering pass. And that one gets through Langell. Comes all the way to the line to LeBlanc. LeBlanc will send it back down low. Picked up by Greencorn. She'll play it around to the far side. LeBlanc gets it to Langell. Langell trying to play it across to Greencorn. That's cleared away. Now LeBlanc trying to center it, but it's in a little bit too deep, and Caitlin Langell will get on the puck with 8:36 left to go in the third period. And still just the one goal in this game. Bree McPherson, as Caitlin Langell is doing everything that she can do. The only thing she can't do for her team is score the equalizing goal. Here's Sarah Fraser now taking the puck behind the net. She'll reverse the field over to Dunn. Dunn gets it ahead to McNeil. McNeil, though, her momentum was carrying her deeper into the zone. Now Fraser will play it back to McNeil, who's going the other way. Puck gets to the line, not out, held in with a nice effort there by, McLean. Now in the near side corner, 4 or 5 players in there battling hard. Under 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Puck comes out. Pass broken up by McNeil. McNeil gets tripped up. We're going to get another penalty against the Penguins here. As the Selects now will go to their 5th power play of the game. Another tripping penalty, this one taken by Ellie McLean. 7:47 left to go in the third period. Selects lead by 1. Looking for some insurance on this power play. Here's the puck back to Mairead McPherson. She fans on her shot attempt. Clearing attempt now knocked down by McPherson. She'll play it down to Stewart. Sarah Stewart coming out from the corner. Can't get a pass through. Puck now comes back. McPherson can't get her stick on it, and House will bring it out to center. Tried to play it across for Smith, but that pass a little too far in front of her. And so Bree McPherson will pick up the puck. She'll take it behind her own net. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. Pass up for Stewart. Stewart stops in front of her own bench. Now plays it back to Bree McPherson. McPherson trying to get around Smith. She couldn't, so she backs up with it. Now she'll get it to Stewart, who's got a little bit of space in front of her. Sarah Stewart comes in across the line. Stewart looking for some help. Gets it down the boards to Marks. Marks will play it around. First one to it's going to be Gallahue. Gallahue plays it up the wall. It gets just past Bree McPherson and down the ice. Minute gone in the penalty. Burrows sets the puck up for Mairead McPherson. She plays it ahead. Knocked off the stick of Smith. Megan Smith, that is. Now there's a shot by House. That goes just wide. Thompson trying to get the puck gathered in. She does a bit of a slew foot on Stevens, as she got her feet in between the feet of Stevens and tripped her up. Now here comes Thompson. Thompson with the shot. That goes off the leg of Ketty. Now Thompson plays it out in front. Comes all the way back to Geno. Her shot goes into the end glass. Puck comes up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc across to Geno. Geno with the shot. Save made by LeBlanc. Or by Langell, excuse me. Now battle in the corner. Geno battling hard, working there against Stevens. Coming in to help out McNeil. Now Stevens gets taken down by Geno. Still no call. Selects have gotten away with a couple here in this these latter stages of this third period. Here's back at the line. LeBlanc getting it to Langell. Langell has it knocked off her stick. Battle for the puck. And Lily LeBlanc able to win that battle. She'll get it back deep. into the Penguin zone. Played ahead, knocked down there by Smith. Smith trying to come in. There's a save made by Langell, and she'll hang on for another face-off with 5:14 to go here in the third period. Shots on goal 36-18. In this period, the shots are 14-5 for the Northern Subway Selects, but they haven't been able to take advantage yet to extend this lead. Still just the one goal in this game that came back in period number 2. Fraser steps up to get that puck. Now it'll go in behind the net. Back to get it is Day. Day works it ahead, but not able to clear the zone. Now it's picked up by McDonald. She centers it. Gallahue will get it ahead and out to center. Turton can't find it. McDonald does. Here's Julia McDonald in across the line. McDonald cutting through the traffic. Can't get a shot away as the puck is knocked off her stick. Now here comes Dunn with a shot, and that hits a body in front. Off the end boards, Dunn takes another swing at it. Can't quite get that on target. Now backhand coming in is Greencorn. McDonald takes a couple of whacks at it. Can't get that puck on net either. And now it's played out to center. Hustling over to get to the puck is Fraser. Fraser trying to get away from Walsh. Now Fraser does get a bit of room. Fraser, she's going to play the puck off the far wall. Henderson going after it. Fraser gets there just ahead of her. Fraser takes it in below the goal line. Down to about 4 minutes left to go. Fraser still forechecking as the Penguins pick up the puck, and here they come as a burst of speed from Day. Day in across the blue line. Trying to work around Stewart. Stewart able to take the puck from her. Stewart now, nice quick change of directions for Sarah Stewart, and she'll get the puck out to center. Goes off a leg up into the air. It'll be picked up by Bree McPherson. Here comes McPherson. She's got a couple of options with her. There's a shot that goes up into the end glass all the way around the boards to Henderson. She'll play it up for Smith. Smith sends it down towards the corner. Picked up behind the net by McPherson. She'll play it over to the corner for Marks. Marks gives it back to Bree McPherson behind the net, trying to get away from the forecheck of Smith. Now the Selects able to come out to center. That pass a little bit too far in front of Thompson. Thompson gets to it though. Now here's Thompson trying to feather it through for Marks. She actually ends up hanging onto it herself, has it knocked off her stick, comes back to the line. Stepping into the shot is Mairead McPherson. That goes a little bit high into the end glass. 3 minutes left to go here in the third period. Still just a one-goal game. Now Stewart turns and fires. There's a save made by Caitlin Langell. Her 38th save on 39 shots this afternoon. Back to get this puck is Geno with 2:45 left. Pass ahead for Jalen Langell. Here comes Langell coming in. Langell gets the shot away. Caitlin Langell the save, and then a second shot. And a second save made by Caitlin Langell, her 40th of the afternoon. If there were a way that they could have Caitlin Langell play forward as well as goaltender, they might try to find it, because she has done everything that she can for this team. She just can't score from her spot in her own crease. With a bit of an issue with the clock, perhaps. It didn't stop quite quickly enough. If I read the official's lips correctly, it looked like she said 3 seconds. So 3 extra seconds came off there, so they're going to wait 3 seconds before they start the clock here, if I understood that correctly. And that is indeed what it looks like happened. There we go, the clock going now. We're all good with 2.5 left here in the third period of a one-goal game. Game number 1 of this best-of-5 provincial championship series. And if this game is any indication, you're going to want to be here tomorrow at the Hector Arena if you can. 1:30 for the puck drop. And then you're going to want to be down at the RBC Center on Friday for Game 3, Saturday for Game 4, and then back here Sunday, Game 5. And, of course, 4 and 5 right now are if necessary. And if the work of Caitlin Langell has been any indication, necessary is quite possible. We're going to get a penalty against the Selects here with 1:54 left to go in the third period. It's Megan Smith for a head contact penalty. So the Penguins will now get a power play with 1:54 left, and they're going to use their timeout to talk this over, try and set something up, as they have the rest of regulation to work 6-on-4, I would guess, as I can't imagine that they'll put Caitlin Langell back into the net. They'll start right off with the 6-on-4, as there we see the Penguins talking things over. And then here at the Selects bench on the side of the ice we're shooting from, everybody going over defensive assignments. So let's set it up for you. As expected, Caitlin Langell into the bench. The defenders will be Fraser, Dunn, Stewart, and Thompson. The 6 attackers, Henderson, McLean, Keddy, who had the puck there, tried to play it down. It was broken up by Dunn. She gets it out. Hustling back to get on the puck is McLean. Along with Henderson, McLean, and Dunn is also Smith, House, and the 6th out there with them is Walsh. House with the puck now, down in just across the goal line. 1:30 left to go. Battle along the near side wall. Puck taken out by McLean. McLean will give to House. House with the shot. That hits a body in front. Puck bouncing around. Burrows trying to get it covered up. She does. And that, the 20th save of the game for Georgia Burrows, after Caitlin Langell has made 40 saves down at the other end. 1:15 now left to go. This penalty will end one of two ways, with the game tying goal or with the game ending. It cannot go into the overtime. Here's McLean with the puck. There's a shot. Burrows able to find it and make the save and hang on. 1:02 left to go. There's a 6-second differential between the end of the penalty and the end of the game. And of course, that 6 seconds extra is on the penalty. And now the Selects will take their timeout, as they want to give those head coach Craig Clark wants to give his defenders a chance to catch their breath a little bit, but it will also give the Penguins a chance to talk over defensive strategy here with 1:02 remaining here in the third period. Tomorrow at 1:30, 1:15 for the pregame, will be game number 2 of this series. Friday will be game 3. That'll be available through the Penguins Facebook page. Saturday, if necessary, game 4, also on the Penguins Facebook page. Sunday next weekend, if necessary, game 5 here on Pictou Sports. Right now, 62 seconds left in regulation. Penguins win the draw. Keddy tries to make a pass. That's broken up by Stewart. Stewart able to get onto the puck, plays it ahead to Thompson. Thompson gets it out to center, but can't get it any further than that. Keddy plays it ahead, back in across the line. Now it's cleared down the ice. Is that going to hit the net? It will, as the Selects get the short-handed empty net goal from Sarah Stewart. And it's now 2-0. As the goal comes with 41 seconds left in regulation. Sarah Stewart, I assume unassisted, to possibly, likely, I would say, ice this game. Still the power play. They get the puck into the Select zone, keeping an eye on Langell here. See if she's going to make her way. And they dropped the puck with too many players lined up, so that should not. And it is going to be a penalty for too many players on the ice. So now it's going to be a 6-on-3 for 33 seconds. So a bit more drama here than perhaps expected. They dropped the puck with the Selects having too many players lined up already. And they played 9 seconds. So the good news for the Selects is those 9 seconds are not going back on the clock. And I'm sure that in retrospect they'll look at it as, we'll take the 9 seconds and the penalty. So now 6-on-3 as Langela's back out of the net again. By the way, the goal for Stewart, her third goal, 6th point of the playoffs. There's a shot and a big block by Stewart, and she'll clear that out to center. And Stewart will get the puck down the length of the ice. What a block by the Subway Selects captain. 7 seconds left to go. That pass intercepted by McPherson. She'll get it back in deep. That will do it. The Northern Subway Selects strike first here in this best-of-5 final. A 21-save shutout by Georgia Burrows, her 7th shutout of the year. An incredible 41-shot effort, 40 saves by Caitlin Langell. But not enough shots in that third period. 20-8 for the Selects. And the unassisted shorthanded goal by Sarah Stewart. The insurance on a 2-0 victory for the Northern Subway Selects here this afternoon in game number 1. Game 2 tomorrow at 1:30, pregame at 1:15. There's still time left in the game over on the other AOTV Pictou Sports feed right now between the Gulls and the Warewell Bombers of the Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. So head on over, catch the end of that one. For me, until tomorrow, this is Michael Petter saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score once again, Northern Subway Selects take a 1-0 series lead with a 2-0 victory over the visiting Bussey Auto Brokers Penguins. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you all tomorrow, folks.